Hello and welcome to my channel. In this video I'm going to try and get the sound going. Okay, but there is something else I need to do, and I'll demonstrate it in this here by commenting that out. And I'll set that to. Okay, so what I need is, when I turn this on and off, the light is still working. Now what I want to do is I want to be able to do something like this. And then put this in there to make it more dynamic. Okay, so I've been trying to do it, and I assume that you do it like this. However, as you can see, it doesn't work. The light doesn't switch off. Is there a semicolon? Okay, it's not a semicolon. I've been trying various things and none of them work. So what I'm going to have to do is I'm going to have to create a function that handles that, and I've already created it. So I'll copy and paste it in, and then I'll explain it to you. Okay, the function is called DO for dynamic options, dynamic objects. Okay, now it takes two parameters, a key and a value. Then it creates a new empty object. Then to that object it adds a key and it adds the value. Then it returns the object. Okay. So what I can now do is this dot do okay, let me see if that works. As you can see, that now works, so I can pass in dynamic objects. Okay, so that has been completed. So what I'll now do with this is put it back to how it was. I was just demonstrating this. Okay. Now, so far we've been putting a lot of things in this state. However, we don't want to put everything in it. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to create a model. I'm going to create another object in the constructor, and then we're going to start adding stuff to it. So I'm going to copy and paste this in as well. Now this is going to create it is going to contain a variable to use with the audio, and I'll show you that in a bit. I'll explain what this is. This creates a new property called model, and inside of that property we're going to have all the properties that we're going to use. So I've created an audio context, that's for the audio, and this, similar to that one there, this is to set the defaults. Okay, so the first thing I'm going to do with this is I'm going to do that. Now, similar to this state, I want that new model object that I created to reset itself to default, so when I switch it off. Now with this one, I could use this set state, but I can't use that one on the other object. So what I have to use on that is JSON parse and pass in this model defaults. Okay. And let me check it. And that's still working. Okay. Now we're going to get this to play sound. I'm going to show you what we're going to use. We're going to use this new thing. I mean, not new, it's about probably a year old. It's called a web audio API. It's a very complicated sound thing, and I think it does a very lot of things. Now what we are going to use is we're going to use the audio context, which is this, and we're going to use, to close it, we're going to use that method, audio context.close, and that tells you what it does. Okay, and we're going to also use, let's see, we're going to use the gain node. Okay, and it tells you what it does. So what this gain node does, it allows us to turn the volume up and down. Because if I create this object, for some reason it makes the sound at maximum volume. Okay, so I need to turn it down. So I have to do this to turn it down. So I set it to the minimum volume. Okay, so I'm going to need that. And what we're going to actually use is we're going to, as part of the audio context, we're going to use the oscillator node, which is this. So this will give us everything we need. It will give us the frequency, and it will give us the type. We need a square wave, and that's what this is here. This will give us a square wave. Okay. And we're going to use start and stop. As you can see there, we're going to use them two methods. It's also got a callback on it, but we're not, here's the callback. This is unended, so this will tell you when it's finished, but we don't need to use that. Okay, but we could use it, but we don't need to use it, so we're not going to use it. We've got other methods to tell us when it's finished. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to do the first preparation for using the object. And it's going to be, I'm going to instantiate a version of this audio context, which is here. So I want this to happen as soon as we power on. So as soon as we power on, it will create a audio context so then we can use that as our solution. Okay. And then, as I said, we're going to use the close. So as soon as we power off, we want it to call the close method. Okay, so now I've started the sound thing off, and I've set it so that when we power off, it will automatically set everything in here to default, set everything in here to default, so we don't have to worry about that anymore. Okay. So next video, we'll carry on with the sound and hopefully get it to play some notes. So until next time, bye.